So today I am going to do some clay work to update my shop. I haven't got any done in a while and it's kind of looking sparse, so I would like to work on beefing that up a little, get my shop updated. It's a cozy, rainy day, so should be perfectly optimized for some crafting. I think my goal, thematically wise, is to make some vegetables and fruit earrings, maybe necklaces. I notice people don't really like clay pendants as much as they do the earrings, although earrings are definitely harder because you have to make them look even on each side, so that's always fun. Just join me on this crafty, rainy day full of coffee and clay. Okay, so I've been crafting for a little bit, making some apples. I got the wire for the earrings. It looks like I only have silver, and from what I remember, I was having trouble finding this gauge. So I usually make like the ear wire itself. I'm not wearing ear wire to say. Yeah, so I like making the ear wire itself and then the little loop piece so the charm can go on. And I was hoping to make it like one of each, like one with gold wire and one with silver, but looks like I'm only working in silver at the moment till I can find that again. I do like this brand a lot, the artistic wire. It is tarnish resistant and a lot of my pieces have lasted several years before getting too bad of tarnishing on it. I'm not sure how to remove that once that happens, but it does last for a while. It's probably my favorite. So, working in only silver today, I guess. Just finished the apples. I think I'm gonna continue on the apple theme. I'd like to make some apples, maybe with little worms coming out of them. It'd be fun. I've seen some things that are like for beads and stuff. I've seen like racks for beads. Because at baking, sometimes you'll get like an indent from what you put it on. I haven't had too much trouble with that, but when I like to varnish them after. I know not everyone does that, and I don't do it with all pieces because sometimes I like the matte finished kind of look, but I feel like it kind of holds it together longer or better if you put a varnish on it. The trouble with that is I don't have a varnish like drying rack, so that one's probably the most tedious, but I won't have to worry about that till later because right now we're doing the fun part. One set of apples down, 40 minutes later, I shall now start another. Okay, so I just finished. I like them, I think they're super cute. I've got to go rewash my hands because too much dust and everything is accumulating. I know there's some, am I wearing this? Not listening to anything. There are some tips and tricks and like various cleaners to use on your hands to keep the dust down and everything. I need to do more research on it. I think Scotch tape on your piece to take this like fuzz on the outside. I might try that one on those. It's just always disappointing because it's like no matter what, you seem to get like dust particles and like this beautiful clay, all these rich colors and everything. It's the worst feeling. So I'll try that next. Wash up, take a break. I might take a break and bake those. Go ahead and keep, you know, all the particulates down. And I'll be back in a little bit. And we'll see how they baked and how everything looks. Okay. Back after a break. I got some new tea that's uncaffeinated. I got some Tulsi to continue on since it's a bit later. I think making each of those pieces were not an hour, maybe 40 minutes a piece, plus the dinking around and gathering stuff and whatnot. So yeah, it at least took 2 hours to make both of those pieces. So if you're doing this for income or anything like that, just keep that in mind. I would say clay pieces for the most part aren't the most cost rewarding things, but I still do love doing it. But you're not going to make much back off of them. Just fair warning. But if you're doing it for fun, you know, enjoy. I find it fun and cool if they sell. Yeah. Basically that. Just keep it in mind. It's not a high-end material. And looks very crafty. A lot of people like that right now, but because fads come and go, you never know. Especially with this kind of thing, it could be the most popular and you can be selling a ton of them, and then next thing you know, it goes away. But there will be extra time put into me glazing them and then taking pictures and so on. I haven't completely calculated my time expenditure and material costs with things like this, just because I do not sell enough for it to matter to me quite yet. Just as kind of like a selling hobbyist type. But as I'm growing and expanding my shop, it's probably wise to keep that in mind. I got the Scotch tape, so we'll see how that works. And I watched several videos before on different tricks you can do. I know a lot of people wear gloves, like doing the apples. My hands are actually pink from staining, and I know that's probably not the best because this clay, you're not really supposed to, it's not completely non-toxic. It's not something you'd want to give to kids either, especially unsupervised. So I might wear gloves. I just hate wearing gloves because of being a cleaning lady. My hands are always in gloves to begin with, but it is probably wise to do. Gloves probably keep dust down and fingerprints. I might try that. Being a tactile person, like wanting to touch everything, so I might try that. It would probably help. I do have not right now, but I do have the filter going, and I washed my hands thoroughly several times with soap to keep the dust down off of them, and tried to use a low, not static, a low fiber towel, but we'll see. Probably should wash the work surface again. I think bananas Bananas would be fun. I've not actually done anything like that, so let's do bananas. Been about 4 hours since I started these projects. I've only made 3 earrings. I'm going to take a long break because my brain is exhausted at looking at tedium things right now, but so it goes. And I'll go ahead and bake the bananas and then reconvene if I get back to it today. I will probably take a long break first. Okay, my brain is dead. Let's bake some bananas. Baked bananas. Sounds delicious. It didn't go as smoothly as I had hoped, but none of these things ever do. So I will explain. Here's everything I got completed. So basically the apples turned out well. They're probably my favorites. These, the first ones, are like red delicious, iconic in form but disgusting in taste. The second ones are the ones with worms, and made them asymmetrical. I actually didn't put worms plural in it, just one of them. I just find that a bit cuter. Those are good. I tried not touching them too much because, like I said, I don't like it. If you overwork it, you'll get a lot of dust in it and everything. The bananas, no, They're a lot of detail. I ended up making 2 sets of bananas because the first one was so uneven with it that I decided just to make a larger one to match it and a smaller one for the other one. They're ever so slightly different. I think the larger pair I will put up on my Depop because they just have slight flaws in them, enough for me to not feel comfortable putting up in my main shop. I mean, if they're hideous, I don't put them up in Depop. So I made 2 sets of vegetables. These I like in theory, but I think I will, they're supposed to be turnips, and they just came out very uneven. One's much longer than the other and a little bit bigger, so it's too off for me to feel comfortable with posting. They also ended up a little bit dirty. Like I said, the less you can touch it, the better. When I had it in my hand for whatever reason to put another tray in the oven, and of course, you know, being absent-minded, it flew out of my hand. So I super glued the leaf back on. It broke off. It's nice and secure, it's fine, but unfortunately the way I did it was really messy. And you can see the super glue here, and I'm just not comfortable with putting that back up in my shop. So I will definitely put that one in Depop for a lot less, because you can barely see it, but it's just not enough for my standards to be comfortable with. Overall, not the best success, but I think I learned a lot, and, you know, or at least got a lot of questions, so I can learn a lot. I will definitely do more research, and maybe you can say the techniques that I find out as I continue doing this. I'll bring you along next time. And yeah, I always enjoy doing this. It's a lot of fun. It makes me appreciative to be, you know, in this era where I can look up stuff like this and learn how to do things that is just so easy to have all this knowledge at our fingertips. It's very cool. I like it. Thank you for joining, and I hope you join me on my next crafting adventure. And let me know if you've had any experience with clay or have any tips that you have found very helpful. Yeah, I'll see you next time, and have a lovely day.